My name is Jasmine Ivanna Espy, and I am a hidradenitis suppurativa advocate and a nonprofit founder in the HS community. A big reason why I became a HS advocate was because I got diagnosed with HS when I was in high school, but I developed it when I was in middle school.
This is actually the hidradenitis at its best. It was a lot worse about 6 years ago.
When I was young, I didn't know what was happening to my body, so I couldn't articulate my experience. There I was at the beginning of womanhood, and I had lesions and pus and blood and open wounds all over my body. I felt severely, painfully alone. So I knew some way, somehow, I had to not only tell my story, but also make sure nobody else felt like I did. It wasn't until I was an undergrad that I was able to get online, specifically Facebook, and start finding people who were just like me. When I found my community, I felt like I didn't have to hide anymore, and I felt so relieved. Slowly but surely, I started publishing articles about my experience. I started posting on social media about my story, and I even produced and directed and wrote a documentary on Black women living with HS. It's not out just yet, but it will be. I started that journey in 2017, and 7 years later, I've had the opportunity of traveling the world. I've been to Paris, virtually to Dubai and Hong Kong. I've been to Seattle, the UK, talking about my experience and helping other patients talk about their experiences. I not only advocate for patients and people living with HS online, but I also work with pharmaceutical companies to make sure that the drugs that are coming out for HS patients are equitable and accessible, and that clinical trials have the patient or the person in mind. While this journey with HS was no easy feat, I honestly would have it no other way because I get to affect thousands, even millions of people just like you.
When I take pictures of my body and see my scars, I'm showing myself and telling myself that I don't have to be afraid to be who I am authentically. I'm more than this thing that happens to me. I'm more than my trauma. My name is Jasmine Ivanna Espy, and I was diagnosed with hidradenitis suppurativa when I was in 6th grade.